Hey guys, good morning. So I couldn't not go to the beach. Meeting Jeremy, the subscriber that I met at the beach the other day. We're gonna go do a SimplEX Equinox review. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be doing at all because my arm still hurts. We'll see what happens. I brought two shovels, the light one, Civ, and the T-Rex. I was thinking, what goes into making this channel and what goes into making good video content, B-roll and stuff like that. So if you see a lot of the stuff, like if you're watching the person that you like in frame and they set up a camera and they're walking to the camera and then they walk by the camera and then that's one B-roll shot. Think of the stuff that they have to do, pre-do or pre-think about to get that shot, right? They have to go set up the camera, walk all the way back to wherever they're walking from, and then walk back into the shot to give you that shot. And then they have to walk back over to the camera, pick up the camera, and then move it. So for somebody to acquire a lot of the B-roll that goes into good channels, they either need help or they need to do a lot of the, or all of the work themselves. So it would be nice for us to just have a cameraman and then just be able to go hunt. So what it takes to develop a channel is a lot more thought and pre-thought that goes into a lot of the content. So I was thinking this morning, I've got all the cameras for today's shoot, and do I want to go ahead and set cameras up so that I can get a shot of me walking out onto the beach? Do I want to do this or that? No, I just really want to go hunt. I want to metal detect. So I'd like to have a cameraman, right? So we'd all like to just be rich enough to where we could just afford or have a buddy or a wife or a husband that comes out to film us. But how rude would that be? Because then you're just asking them to film you. So instead of coming out and metal detecting like they probably want to do as well. So I appreciate all the comments from yesterday. I'm going to try to keep the content to beach hunting primarily. I like to beach hunt. No, I love to beach hunt. I haven't relic hunted yet. As soon as I find a gold coin or something, from the Civil War or the Revolutionary War, I'm sure I'm going to be hooked on relic hunting. So thanks to all you guys for the support and comments that you put on last night's video. It was important to me to kind of figure out what direction I'm going in. I did start the channel so that I could monetize, so that I could make a living from metal detecting, but I'm seeing that the metal detecting genre might not pay enough to support myself, so I might have to, and that's what the thought was of, what do I do with my channel? I just have to work a little bit harder. So see if you guys like today's review. I'm going to try to review the SimplEX and Equinox800. I'll see you in a minute. Check this out. Look at this getup. So I can't do that. Holy moly! See what I was talking about? I'm trying to get a shot. So remember the storm made it all the way to the hotels? Like, you see that hump right there? That hump wasn't there, right? So that hump right there wasn't there. So the next night or the next day's tides must have brought the sand up to that point right there. Then it comes down, 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 down to a hump, right? So from there to there is the only huntable stuff. From there to there, see this hump, and then it slides off to another hump. So maybe see that wet line? So maybe you could run in that wet line, and that's probably low enough on this whole gradual slide to be able to hunt, to be able to find targets. And then it's going to be in some probably like a quicksand material. So that hump there by the water, you can't hunt that because that's 2 feet of sand over any clay targets. And then there's this giant hump that goes all the way along. Look at the size of this hump where my fingers are, right? And then all that's sanded in, so all you have is that one little shell line in the middle, or you could probably hunt from there to there. So I don't know what I want to do today. I know that I'm meeting Jeremy here to test the machine, so we could just stay up here, because I'm sure, you know, maybe nobody's gridded this off, and then that's what I would suggest to do today, is run grids from there to there. But this is pretty sanded in. I don't know, it's like a 21, 22, 25. Don't know. And remember what I said about flashing back to the other mode? So we're at FE0, right? So we go to F29. And there's still no grunting in there. So I don't know what I'm going with. 2019. Now this is the part I can't do. I gotta go down with the pinpointer, guys, because I can't pick that up like I normally would. Oh, should have known that it was just a stinking Lincoln. But do you see what the Lincoln does for a wide variety of sound? Right? It's like 16 to 22 or 25. I don't know. It's just a weirdness going on. All right, so this is a deep signal. Iffy, super deep when you got it on 22 sensitivity. And my arm's killing me, so I'm gonna have to take off like little chisels, right? And this is obviously, now you guys get to see what I do with the hands-free. You know, before with the phone, I was trying to hold the phone and record this. But notice I'm just circling the hole. You know, I'm looking for the best side for the signal. I don't know how long my arm's gonna last. And then I just, you know, circle around and make the hole wider and deeper, so you can have more access to the center of the hole where you started. And of course I didn't turn it. Still no negative in there at all, you know. Ooh, look at that greeny nickel, guys. Can you see that? That's pretty encouraging. You know, that nickel right there is really encouraging. Look at how green that is. So, man, that would have been a great test for the SimplEX, guys. Because look at that hole. That hole's 18 inches deep. You know, 18 inches on a nickel that I was sensitivity 22. So that just gives you an example of what the Equinox can do, right? So I'll be back. I think I might have found, you know, there was the penny, there's the nickel. If you guys look, it's going to be a line. So hopefully I found a coin line that we can hunt with the SimplEX. Here's a really good sound. I heard one little grunt in there. Which, there's that grunt, so I'd go with a pull tab because of the grunt. And that's the only reason I'd go with a pull tab. Now I'd really go with the pull tab being on the top. Something super small is what it is. Little pinch weight. Those pinch sinkers are right at the 11. Lots of grunts in there. Going with a bottle cap. Now it's on F2.9. I left it on F2.9. Oh, my arm is already. I'm going with the bottle cap. No, I'm not going with the bottle cap. Not if can't see it. Another one of those sinkers. Yeah, I should have kind of known that with the sinker, other sinker being right there. All right, so I came down up over the hump down into that line where I told you maybe there's just a little bit of a line that's huntable right here, just to see if there's another coin line developed. And I came across like the hot rock sound, and I can see a wire, you know, I took it off. So there's a steel leader, right? And this is the jewelry line, guys. Remember I tell you about the jewelry line where everything washes? So that's that shell light chain jewelry line where everything just moves into the one line. So maybe we'll see what happens. All right, so there was the steel leader right there, and then oh, I just saw it. I just saw it. I don't know where it is now, but I just saw it. I think it was a dime. Pretty cool. Guys, so when you factory preset the Equinox, it turns the volumes back to factory preset, and they think for some reason that you shouldn't listen to the grunts, the irons. So they actually have you know, the irons turned down, way down. I like to hear my irons so that I know where things are. When you start hearing grunts, you need to slow down, because irons are usually heavy and golds are sitting by the irons. So you can see where I was just, you know, there I found the dime right there. That was the wire over there, and then I just did a little loop, and there's grunts all the way up to about the gray level. You can see the gray level, and then I did the loop and came back down. But listen to this. Hear all that sound? If you're getting that many targets, guys, you need to slow down. And I got something, there it is. A 3. It's about as deep as you can go. probably a light, which you shouldn't be leaving a 3 out here. And then, yeah, it's can slaw, but it could be easily, you know, a neck charm or something gold. But this is all huntable if there's this many low iron signals. So you need to stay right here at this low level. All right, so slight grunt at the end. This probably tells me it's a penny. Lots of grunts and stuff going on over here. I might even lean towards a bottle cap over here just because there's such a bottle cap over here. I don't like this signal. I wouldn't generally be digging this signal, but I'm curious, especially today with my arm janked up. Penny. Rivet. A rivet. All right, guys, so I have a signal here. See the 39? It went all the way to 39 at -4. I'm guessing that's a Zinkin. I marked it because I want the SimplEX to see if it can even read that, because I am on 22. That's about as high as you can go on any beach with the Nox. 22 to 27. Leaning more towards the 25. I'm guessing with a dime, but the 27's got me curious. Like it, yeah, 24 to 27. It could be a silver ring. Or a dime. It's a Rosie. Man, I wish you guys were here so I could teach you about what I'm reading on this beach. So the slope right here in front of me, you can see how it peels off and it comes into this like dent or a plateau. There's the coin where I started developing a coin line, and I just left that because I want Jeremy to mess around with the SimplEX trying to find that coin line right there. And then I came up to go back to the truck to drop the shovel off so I didn't have anybody stealing the shovel. And I came back down, and now there's that sound, which I'm assuming it's a Zinkin, a penny, and the dime next to it. So this is like this big wash off plateau. Oh man, my arm hurts from doing that. And then there's, you know, a redeveloped hump. You can see the color of the sand right here in front of me. It goes to like this gold to white. You can clearly see like wave action in the sand. And if you just go to the low spots, the depressions, that's going to be like a collection of all the coins and rings and anything that washes into a section. So just stand back, guys, some days, and just stand back and read what's going on with the beach. You should be able to see the contour and then just go to the low spots. Guys, I just picked up that dime and I just checked my hole. Remember, the #1 rule is to check your holes. There's a 26, I'm guessing another dime in the hole, so it was a small little coin spill, or this is the collection where I just said everything collects. Two dimes, same hole. Very cool. Very, very cool. There's some grunting, but there's a pretty consistent 30 in there. You gotta like that, guys, because it's most likely this hasn't been hunted too well. Yeah, it's right in the coin line. Not quite line, but I guess it's within that couple feet of things that I told you you could hunt today. I probably should have left that for Jeremy. Now listen. Hear that grunting? That's what the grunting was next to that quarter. And if you hear a sound that sounds like something and you hear something else that's bothering you, just dig the signal, would you? So look, the -9 was in the same hole as the quarter, causing it to go 30, -9, making it sound like maybe a bottle cap or something. But if you recognize the 30 as a quarter, dig it. It's most likely a quarter. So I don't know if you guys have ever fed the seagulls before, but you're either gonna get attacked or pooped on. Mom just had to get out of there. She just got like one in her hair or something went on. She didn't like it much. But there was penny, nickel. There's a signal I want to dig with him. There's a signal back there I want to dig with him. There was the quarter, and so I just soon stop and let him dig, because I'm sure when he gets here there's going to be like no targets. But that's 50 cents in about 30 seconds. That actually might make metal detecting pay. You could make like $1 a minute. But I haven't moved anywhere, guys, and I'm having signals everywhere. So you can just kind of do what I'm doing. You can see I only went down to the bottom once, and I was heading back down to the bottom again. This hump that I'm coming up on right here is something you won't find anything in. Okay, and then watch, I'll drop down off this hump and listen. Yep, right there, first grunt, and that's in the black line. Grunt, 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 loud grunt, louder grunt. That's something maybe you could dig. a sand dollar. Gotta pick that up, don't you? I don't know if he'll stay whole in my bag, guys. Hope he does. It's nice. Yeah, just lots of grunts. If I was to focus on a ring today, I'd focus between there and there. You know, see that shell line that goes all the way down? I would just do this right here, across this shell line all the way down, and then I'd come back the next level up. Solid 18. I'd go with a penny. And this will be telling. So it'll be super telling is what it is. You know, it's a clip. But it's a light, you know, it's a light floatable. But that 18, solid 18 aluminum is good on most any machines. That's a ring, you know, should be ringing up on the CTX or any machine for that matter. Is pretty close to a ring sound. I don't know, like 18 to 22. Three. Zero. Squawking like a penny out of the hole. Ooh, definitely not a penny. Wow, look at that. How'd you like to catch that in your foot? That wouldn't ruin your day, would it? Holy moly. Man. Howie. Thank you, Mr. Detectorist, for picking that up off the beach so that I didn't catch a 2-inch jab through my foot. Check your holes, and I'm thinking it's just another piece of that aluminum. Yep, just another back, maybe the back end, backside off that aluminum piece. Interesting. But that's a little bit heavier, guys. You know, that means a ring could definitely be in this line down here. See this shell line? It's the line that I told you from the very beginning that you could be sitting right along this edge right here. So look at that. There's the SimplEX there. There's Jeremy and his family. It could definitely be a dime. My bicep is torn to pieces. And I should just be filming Jeremy and not. So now it's cleared up to 32 to 29. Jeremy, check that hole. Nothing? It's making a sound, but it's not giving you a signal. Okay. 33, guys. 30 out of the hole. It's a quarter out of the hole. Out of the hole. What number? 91. 90, 91? Yeah. So a 90, 91 is a quarter on the SimplEX, guys. I'm assuming. So it's a greeny too, right? And this is that line of change. You can see back there, there's the nickel and then the penny, and then that's a quarter that I marked out that's super deep, and this is a pretty deep quarter. I mean, that's, you know, 14 inches at least, and it's this color green, so it's definitely a beach wash condensed. So cool. We'll help him out with this machine, guys. I'm gonna probably put this machine up so that I can help him learn this machine.
91, 95 though, weird.
So it's just sometimes when it turns up on its side, it'll give you a little stronger of a signal. But the guys, the SimplEX EX, is it EX Plus?
Yeah, SimplEX Plus, yeah.
Okay, the SimplEX Plus just gave him a 91 to 95 for the quarter. And we all know it's a 29, 30, 31 for the Nox. But the Equinox just went 14, 15, and then all of 18 inches over here, maybe even closer to 2 feet. And it's another look. So if I was here looking for rings, guys, I would find a ring today. All you'd have to do is do what I just did, grid off this small little area right here. So anything that came off the beach during that event condenses right here in this line. So when I first got here, I just analyzed the beach, and then I gave them a review of what I thought, right? So you'll watch tonight's video and you'll see when I first got here, I'm doing this with my fingers like I normally do. So this the other day, look at the sand dunes. So the water made it up past over those hills all the way almost to the hotels, right? This from the dunes was this big, just flattest I've ever seen it. And now look, it's been 5 days and look what happened. So this is where I try to teach in the videos that that's a hump. You can clearly see that's a hump.
You can see there's one right here where you're at.
Yeah, so see right back where that gold sand is right there? Yep. That's a hump. It wasn't humped like that. So from there to right here where these tire tracks are, and then it goes down to this, to here, and then starts coming back up and then back down. So look at the targets I found down above that water. There's another whole condensed line down there. And that was another thing where you'll see in tonight's video where I'm like, you've got like a 5-foot window down below this hump, and then this 20-foot window up here where you can just visualize where everything might have washed and stopped. If you find 2 quarters, you probably should circle out from this area, at least go out up to the top of the hump, you know, just do something, or really tighten your grids all the way down through this black silty sand. Let's go down there and see how it reacts down there. All right, guys, the SimplEX, that's a 14 karat diamond ring. What number is that?
16.
16. The next one's 14 karat as well. Oh yeah, that's why we like the Nox, guys.
I have it discrimmed, so
that's a number 1 on the Nox. So maybe you're discriminating out against the like gum wrappers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's not going to pick up like the rolled chain stuff. That's why the Equinox is even better than the Excalibur. I heard the CTX 3030. So it's picking up that dense 10 karat ring.
It's a 40.
And it's a 40. Silver ring. What number's that?
81 to 78. It's back and forth.
So 78 to 81 for that silver ring. The 10 karat was a 40.
40.
And it doesn't pick up that 10 karat charm.
No.
Or that little 14 karat charm. Because that's a 5 on the Nox, guys. That's a 6 on the Nox. That's a 1 on the Nox. So those are all like rolled gold. And rolled gold comes up totally different than solid poured stuff. So, and what was the diamond ring? Was a 17, you said, 16?
16.
So very curious. Barely.
Took the scrim off, and it's not.
But it gives you the sound. Yeah, it's giving you a sound like something's there. And what's the sensitivity at?
All the way up right now.
All the way up. So guys, I'm going to leave this laid out and watch. I'm going to show you what the Equinox does on the sounds. So that's the depressing part that I was telling Jeremy about. Like if you come to the beach and you know that your machine won't pick up that 10 karat charm or that 14 karat charm or that 14 karat sapphire, you're going to be a little like upset. Here's the silver ring. 2627, 10 karat. 17 solid. It's a 6, that's 10 karat heart. A 4, 14 karat charm. Solid 1 for that 14 karat ring. And then that 14 karat's a 9. So, you know, all that can slaw, you guys are thinking you know it's can slaw. Right there, look, can slaw 9. Gum wrapper 1. A 4, and then a 5, 6. So all that's like gum wrapper, can slaw stuff for the Nox that you think that's can slaw. And then of course you're gonna dig a 17 solid like that. And I never leave any 26s like that alone ever. So there you go, guys. It's kind of a quick gold review with the SimplEX. And that's with the sensitivity all the way up, guys. It's not picking that ring up at all. Or that charm, or that charm. But it does get the solid dense stuff. You know, and I guarantee you if I set out coins, it's going to pick up all the coins. So that's a 40 and that's a 16?
Yep. Nothing.
And nothing on those other gold items, guys. So I paid for this machine in 10 days. Huh, interesting. There it is. You would not believe what it took to get that thing here. I want to thank Alex for sending me a video editing computer. Everybody thank Alex, my cameraman, for sending me a computer to edit videos with. Holy moly. Can you guys even believe what's about to happen here? Look at, holy moly. A video editing computer. The fastest processor made for that. And then I'll keep the other computer for the online stuff. But look at that, guys. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Universe, for providing a computer that'll help me advance my channel.